Hello, my name is Sarah Jackman Reid and today I'll be showing you how to make this card using Craft Consortium Scorched Wood Premium paper pads. Now these pads come in two sizes. They come in the 6x6 and they're all double-sided, and they also come in a 12x12. So as well as those papers, I will be using Craft Consortium Gold Mirror Card. I'll also be using this Dienamix iron square die set. I'll be using the Palace Garden fly stamp set and also some gold adhesive pearls, all from Craft Consortium. So I'm starting with a 14cm square white card blank, and my first layer is one of the very dark scorch papers, and this is a 6x6 from the 6x6 scorch wood. It has been cut to 13.5 centimetres, so that's going to be my first layer on the card. Our second layer has been cut 13 centimetres, and this is this really lovely rich gold mirror card, which I think goes really well with a very dark background. It's quite good, it's a really nice match. So I'm going to pop some glue around the edge of that. So for my third layer, that is cut 12.5 centimetres. And I've used one of the 12x12 papers because I like the lines on it, I like the texture, and it's a really rich colour. So we're starting with the darker colours and we're working up to a lighter colour. So that is our third layer. So next I wanted to add some more gold mirror card into this. So I have got a piece there, and what I'm going to use with that is the Craft Consortium Dienamix iron square die, and this will be a lovely complement to the front. So I shall pop that onto the gold mirror card and then run that through my die cutting machine. So here's the die cut iron square, and I'm just going to add some glue on the back to that and then adhere it in place. There we go, just pop that on there. That's our lovely decorative iron square. So I'm going to add another square of contrasting paper in the centre there. I'm going to use one of the 6x6 scorched wood papers because I really like that texture, and I'm going to die cut the inner frame out of that. So I'm going to place the frame where I'd like it to go. Just pop that there. Secure in place with some tape. And then run through my die cutting machine. So here's my die cut square. Now I'm not going to glue that flat in the centre. I would like to add some depth, so I shall add some foam pads to the back of that. Peel off the backing. And place in the centre. So I'm going to add a sentiment across the centre, and for this I'm going to use the Palace Garden fly stamp set, and I'm going to use "You Were Born to Stand Out" sentiment across the bottom. Now I've chosen one of the lightest wood that comes in the 12x12 because I think it's a really nice contrast to all the other colours we've got. So I'm going to stamp that along one of the lighter areas and then cut that out. There we go. There's our sentiment ready to be cut out. So I now have my cut out sentiment, and I'm going to layer this on a piece of the darker paper that we used on the background, and some gold mirror card. And now that's layered up, I'm going to attach that across the centre. Obviously where that's already lifted up in the centre, I will just add a foam pad to the back, just on the two ends, and then add some glue in the centre. Peel the backing, and then I shall place that across the centre of the card. So I'd like to add two peacock feathers, as you can see here, that's in the same stamp set. So I'm going to stamp those with an embossing ink pad. Then I'm going to cover those with gold embossing powder. I'll tap off the excess, so you can see they're embossed, and then I shall melt that with a heat tool. So there's our embossed peacock feathers. I'm now going to cut those out. So now we have our two cut out embossed feathers. I'm then going to turn those over. I'm going to add some foam pads to the back. I'm now going to attach the feathers just above and below the sentiment. There we go. So to finish off the card, I'm going to add some of these gold adhesive pearls. So I'm going to pop some of those in the corners. And two smaller ones on the peacock feathers. So here is our finished card using Craft Consortium Scorched Wood premium paper pads.